are going to make our berry wreath. This one is really pretty and sweet. It's great for a beginner because you start off with a great base that's really easy to add to and make it beautiful. So let me show you what comes in this kit. You get to start with a beautiful berry wreath base that is lush and red. I love that one, and it's going to be a great foundation. These berries go all the way out to 24 inches, so it's nice and lush and big. Our cute embellishments we're using this time are two of these felted hearts. One says Joy and one says Merry. These are kind of in a folk art, cottagey feel. That's what we're going for with the feel of these. So you're going to have two of these. Then we've got our ribbons, which are a nice soft stripe and like a little woolly, fleecy kind of feel, and then a nice red velvet where those are going to pop together for our ribbons. And we've just got one greenery in here that we're using, and it's so cute because it has bells and all the fun pieces on it. It has a nice holly leaf, gives you that real vintagey feel when we put all this one together. And you're going to get 3 of these in your kit. We're ready to put our bow in. Now we tied our bow, but I know with this design, I want to get this bow out on a stem so I can manipulate it and move it around. So what I want you to do is, this is one of the stems that we're going to be cutting off of our holly berry bell bush, and when we do that, we're going to take these, and I'm going to use one of these to attach this to it. So take and just tie that cable tie in the back right to it. And I haven't put my centerpiece in the bow in yet. Okay, that's all tight. I got it in. Trim that off. Take and rotate that little nubby part back behind so no one's going to see it. The next thing I like to do is just bend this over. So you can't, if somebody were to pull the bow now, it can't really slide off that stem. And we're going to make this about a 6-inch stem. I'll cut it off. Now that it's tied on the wire, so I'm going to do that with a little strip of the velvet ribbon. It's a little piece like this. And I just fold it on itself. This is like a little detail I usually do in the center of a bow. So I make a little strip. We're going to do that same thing here. I made it a little fatter than normal because I think it looks a little more polished. This is kind of like a little proper wreath. Just tying it right down the middle. And then our bow will look really cute and polished down the middle. Just trim off your tails. Or leave them really long, cut that twice as long, and have additional tails if you like in the back. Okay, so it's time to add some glue to my stem. Because of the ribbon tails, I won't try to dip that stem. I will bring the glue to it. You will end up with ribbon in the glue. I want to do it all the time too, y'all. Whoa, it's a mess. Okay, we're going to come down below because we want the bow to be right over here. Press that in to the grapevine. And just rotate this behind, fluff it up. And I love the long classic tails on here. I think it looks so good. To prep our Merry and our Joy hearts to go in here. And these are nicely felted. They're stuffed really well. And we're not going to use the hangers that come with them. I'm going to trim those off. And we are going to take and use, this is one of the wire stems that came on the holly bell picks, okay? So I've saved these when I break them down, and you're going to cut a little slit back here at the back, just enough so you're able to push this in under and put through the batting, kind of through like maybe one of the edges of a heart up here, and then we'll glue that in to hold it. So I'm going to dip this in the glue pot. And then we'll just come in and push it in. So we will give it a twist as you're going in because it's going through some batting. Let that get a little cool and then just pat that glue down once it's cool. It's going to be in the back. You're not going to see it. But you can see that's all wired up. And go all the way through the heart to the other side. So when they're both ready, here they are on their stems. And we're going to put them in the wreath now. So you got to decide what pattern you want. But I like for mine, we have this on a stem. These will go on a stem over here. I think I like the Joy first and the Merry, so it's like they're working a little opposite. So put the Joy in as high as you think you want them. I want it to work a little opposite the bow, so I'm going to come up a little higher over here. Put him in. I love it. And then I'm going to kind of work cattywampus when I put the other one in, the Merry, and just kind of have those be opposite each other. Now you can play with all kind of different layouts. Do what you want to do on your design. It's really fun to customize it the way you want. Okay, but I think this is a great one. This is a great project for anybody who's a beginner or just wants something simple and easy to complete. We got to come up a little higher because I want them to literally overlap a little. There we go. For some reason, he's rolling forward. I got to get him deeper in there. But if he doesn't want to cooperate and sit the way you want and set up the way you want him, we can always take, and I can either take like a little stitch them together right here, or I can run a cable tie from one to the other just by cutting some little slits. If he doesn't set up glue and sit the way I want him to. Right now he's going to behave, I think. So I'm just going to have those kind of working opposite. I actually think I want to bring Merry down a little bit or move my bow up a little. Play with those so they're a little bit not so in line like I've got them. I think it'll be a little bit more visually appealing. Now we're going to put our greenery in. This is our final step. It's going to make it really pop and look really cozy. So what I want to do here with this stem is the bottom piece down here is going to, when you tear, it's going to go into smaller pieces. So we're going to use that for detail work. And the upper two pieces we'll use for longer stems to go around. So these just cut really nicely. I'll just trim them right at the base where they have about a 2-inch stem. Okay. And then the bottom one, I'm going to tear it. Or I can even cut it off here, actually. And it'll stay together nicely. If you end up tearing those and you have some little pieces, that's okay. We'll use those pieces where they'll fill in, right? So you're going to shake hands with these, and that's what we usually say in design school, which means I go ahead and have them all face front. And then we're going to work going the same direction as the berries. So when I start to add these, we'll work our way around. Now, I'm not trying to go really out. I'm trying to stay kind of in the middle of everything here. So my first piece is going to go into the vine behind, just going with the flow of the berries. Okay? First piece, then we'll work our way towards the bow. If you feel more comfortable, you can always just put them in and then come back and glue them. Kind of depends how confident I'm feeling. I'm going to layer them between berries, so spread the berries apart. I skipped a little bit, and then I put one. So I left a little berry, and then I put one. So berry, then I'll put one coming out of the bow here. We're just going to do that all the way around. Love it. He's so cute. There we go. Fluff it out. All right, now we're going to skip a little, and then we're going to come right here out of the tails. I like how we've done such a good job with the dimension on this by putting our wires in our bow and then our wires in our hearts. We were able to really utilize all the depth. Okay, so skip one, and we'll come right here. Pressing it in. This wreath's made of angel vine, so sometimes you gotta just press it in a little bit harder. These bells, so cute. Skip a little, then we'll go up in here by the hearts. So this one's gonna kind of go out here. All right. So we've worked our way all around the outside. Now I'm going to take my smaller pieces, or cut some smaller pieces to go around the inside. So I'm going to start where the most important pieces are going to be, like right here between the two parts. I want to have this go right here. And pop right up there. Between them, and then a little piece right here. So any place you left that space is a great place to put these. And we're working towards the center. These are working towards the outside. These are working towards the center. Ooh, there's a wire right there. Perfect. I love it. Layer that up. Now we'll put a piece right above the bow. It would be great if that one could have a little bell. These are a little shorter, but they are going to work fine. I just twisted them together. And remember, our bow is like on the wire. So what I'm going to do is take, and I'm going to glue this to the back of the actual ribbon here, and I grabbed a little bit of the tie ribbon to just kind of put behind the glue, so that can sit coming right out of the bow. All right, and I've got a cute little bell. But we should just wire that coming through. I'll just wire that around, and I'm not going to glue it, but it'll be wired right here where it can fall in the bow. That little vintage vibe right there hanging down. Okay. Looking really good. I think I could put one more longer piece right here in the middle. I've got enough where the tails are. I like for that to feel very, I don't know, boho, kind of hippie feeling with those tails. Just this really relaxed feel. Let's come right here. Wiggle that one in. Manipulate it around. I want the bell up front and the leaves facing the front. Yeah, cute. Get your little self over here, baby. Okay. I got just a couple pieces left. Step back from your work of art, take a look at it, see where you might have a hole or you need to add a little something, and it's going to come together. Really, really cute, guys. I hope you enjoyed making this. You know, use your little pieces wherever you need to, but I think this one is super simple. It's sweet. It just goes so good with our whole vibe here. All right, Bloomerinos, I can't wait to see yours you make like this, and you can add a hanger to this too. So it'll be really easy to hang for your customer or for yourself. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.